evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lysanya's Lounge. I'm Lysanya, not Lysanya, bringing you Sunday Community Skirmish number 195 here today. A big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Going it solo here today, we've got SCS number 195 here today, and we've got 2 hours, roughly, of action-packed competitive action ready for you. We've got bottom bracket here today. Richard Lamoon is going to be the ref, and our first matchup will feature two teams that are no stranger to Sunday Community Skirmish. That will be Skyborn Rangers and Alto Altruistic Armada. It should be Skyborn on red and Alto on blue. Yes, it is. And the timer, and we joined, of course, in the lobby with the timer already started, with about 3 minutes left on the timer, roughly. So, of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in. We should be starting here in just a couple of minutes. We've got Sunstrom and Delorum piloting on red. We have Steambrains and Renee piloting on blue. So this will be our first round matchup, our first matchup of the tournament. And 2 minutes until lock. Friendly reminder about how Sunday Community Skirmish works for those of you tuning in for the first time in quite a while here, at least for this SCS side of things. It is a double elimination tournament, so the loser of this matchup is not necessarily out of it. They will have a chance to come back from the Road to Redemption, which we will have on this channel. The full Road to Redemption will be right here on twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. Also, first to 5 kills wins. Tiebreaker is first blood. And of course, if we do not have any kills in the matchup, that means we go, of course, to the dreaded coin flip. We won't even talk about that, but that's beside the point. Good, we've got the crowd filing in at this point. Nicely done. Crowd is filing in. And of course, if you want to catch the top bracket, don't forget to tune in to twitch.tv/Urzi. Urz is handling the top stream here today. He's going to handle the other matchup, the other first round matchup, which is between Triple L and Fancy Cloud Dancers, as well as the winners final. Like I said, the Road to Redemption is right here on my channel. We got about 1 minute to go here before we've got ship lock here, so we should be starting any moment, as we've got a Stormbreaker and a Mobula for red versus a Mobula Shrike for blue. I am happy to see a Shrike. I am a big fan of the Shrike personally. I know a lot of people hate the Shrike, but when it comes to working with crews that are less experienced, especially in pubs, I love running a Shrike because as a pilot, I can jump on those big guns and have everybody focus on repairing and taking care of top guns. It makes things so much easier. But in terms of SCS, Shrike has been a much maligned ship, falling out of favor compared to Goldfish, Stormbreaker, ships like that. A lot of the other ships, especially Magnate has really not, Magnate, of course, took off really fast at the very start and then fell way out of favor after that. But actually, I'm very interested to see if the Shrike... Oh, nope, lock happened before the change happened, so unfortunately, Delorum will not get that change. He'll have to switch back. As the Stormbreaker is going to be rocking a Hwacha Gatling and Banshee Flak, it looks like they're going to run that Hades double art Mobula, that classic Mobula build. They're going up against a Hades double Flak. That's interesting. And we've got the 4-star going on right now. We'll go to the full ship callouts in just a moment, as our first matchup will be on Canyon Ambush. Canyon Ambush, of course, a canyonist map with lots of places to ambush on it, contractual obligations and all. Yes, they're back and all. I really do need to rework that contract at some point. But our first matchup is set to begin here very shortly. And one last time, a big welcome to everybody tuning in here to Sunday Community Skirmish number 195 right here on twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. 30 seconds until we load into the matchup. And of course, on this map, we got a Stormbreaker in place, so we'll see how that Stormbreaker navigates as we get to the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Stromsunder. It is piloted by Sunstrom. This Stormbreaker is rocking a Hwacha as their big gun, Gatling, Flak, and Banshee as the small guns. Ship number 2 is the Parfum de l'Amour. It is piloted by Delorum. It is a Hades Mobula, double Artemai on the bottom, Gatling, and a Flak on the wings. Ship number 3 is the Who Needs a Map, piloted by Steambrains, a Hades Mobula with double Flak on the bottom, a Gatling, double Banshee on the wings, and ship number 4 is the Coltendal. It is piloted by Renee is piloted by Renee. We've got a double Caro on one side. We've got a Gatling Hwacha on the other, and shots are already going out from the Banshee. It looks like shots going out from the Who Needs a Map. Who Needs a Map is running those double Banshees on the sides, and the looks like the Shrike and the Stormbreaker going after each other, with the Shrike with a hull break on the Stormbreaker already down to about 40% perma. First good strike there by the Shrike, getting a quick one on the Stromsunder. All 4 guns going down on the Stromsunder as well. Well done by the Shrike, trading watches. Looks like the Stromsunder is the one who gets the better end of it. No, actually both their guns, everybody's guns go down on that side. So it looks like both sides are content right now to back up. No, actually, I take that back, as both sides looking to engage here. We look from the Stromsunder side as they're getting the Shrike here. Looks like they get the good Hwacha off there, as it appears to be a bunch of 1v1s going on right now. Stromsunder might be looking to back up. No, they're going to keep going on the Shrike, as the Shrike is completely disabled right now. They're about to get hull broken. Hwacha, no, not yet. The Hwacha, yeah, looks like the flat goes out instead. Shrike in big trouble. Hwacha goes out and picks up the kill. 1-0 in favor of Red after a good engagement by Blue to start off. Red recovers, the Stormbreaker recovering. Good work by the engineers getting them back up, and the Who Needs a Map is now in big trouble. Who Needs a Map now facing double Gatling, and the Flax and Hwacha should be coming out any second. Who Needs a Map in a poor position right now. They are underneath the Parfum de l'Amour. This is a really bad spot for them, but they're far enough away from the Stromsunder to really maneuver. This is good for them, however, that they're still in a really bad spot here. They may not live. Stromsunder looking to move in at this point. That should be a pickup any second. There's the hull break. There's the pickup. 2-0 in favor of Red, and uh-oh, Shrike snowball. Shrike realizing this, and they are running. Shrike has realized what has happened. They have fallen behind clouds. Were they spotted, though? They were not spotted. They did get a spot on the Parfum de l'Amour. They did not, however, get spotted themselves. They may know where they're at. They may know that the spawn is on the far end, does Red. Especially since the spot did go out. Stromsunder moving in that general direction. They probably have a general idea. Yeah, they do. They've got a good idea. Let's see where Blue spawns. Let's check the map and see exactly where they spawn here. Let's see where they spawn. No spawn yet. No spawn yet. Stromsunder. Oh, the flank spawn! The flank spawn by the Who Needs a Map. They've got the back of the Parfum de l'Amour. Let's keep an eye on them right here as they've got the back. They get the turn in. Oh, they've got the back. Looks like they get the shots out. However, the rear form picks up a lot of components. Looks like all the guns down on the Shrike, and there's the hull break right there. Looks like Banshees and Flax going into the Shrike. They do not pick it up, though. They do not pick up the kill. It is a sliver of perma hull left right there. A sliver of perma hull as the Stromsunder looking to pick up the kill. There's the kill right there. 3-0 in favor of Red. Parfum de l'Amour, once again, the height advantage against the Who Needs a Map. Who Needs a Map in big, big trouble once again. The Shrike getting outclassed here by the Stormbreaker. Hades inside arming time, not good for them. Hull break on the Who Needs a Map. They've got a hull break, however, on the Parfum de l'Amour. They've got about 30% perma off them before they get that. Oh no, the armor's still down. The armor's still down. They might pick it up here. The armor's still down. They pick it up. They pick it up with a trade. Well done by the blue Mobula right there. They pick up a trade. I think somebody fell asleep at the wheel on the hull side. They did not even repair. I think they thought they were going to blitz them down before getting picked up themselves, but they did not. A poor miscalculation there by Red. They do get the honor kill, does Alto Party. The altruistic Rhapsody, excuse me. Although I guess it would be Alto Party as well, but, you know, altruistic Rhapsody for this. Anyway, the Coltendal is moving in on the Stromsunder. Looks like they're looking to be a little more cautious here. They're going to go behind cover. I don't think they're going to chase. No, they are not going to chase. Stromsunder looking for cover, and they get it. With about 35% perma, roughly. About 35-ish. Let's look at the Stromsunder right here. Let's see where people are at right now. Of course, Rare Form is sitting there on the guns. He is sitting upstairs right now. No, he's sitting downstairs on that Hwacha. And looks like we've got action underway once again. As Coltendal is kind of peeking out there, seeing if they can get spots, but they got spotted themselves, so that's not a good thing for the Shrike. As the Mobula comes back into the picture here. We need to keep an eye, of course, on that Mobula. The problem, though, is that Shrike is really getting outclassed by the Stormbreaker. That is not good. for the blue side. Oh, the spots are going out right now. They're going for the Mobula. They're going for the Mobula here. The Shrike is going to get forced into this combat any second. Shrike is getting forced in. A good move right there by the Shrike. They cut off the Stromsunder. A good job right there. Stromsunder should have known that that was coming. That cutoff had to have been coming. He had to have known that was coming. I guess maybe they were looking to test to see if that was indeed the case. But now the Mobula making an ill-advised push, in my opinion. That is an ill-advised push. They're blowing their cover here. Stromsunder might pick this up here, but the Hwacha goes wild. Parfum de l'Amour down to about 15% perma, but they might pick up the Who Needs a Map to win the matchup, though. They might pick him up. The Flak's going out, and they do pick it up. That is the win right there. A poor decision by the Mobula moving up as Red wins 5-1. We will be right back, folks, with our next matchup here on Sunday Community Skirmish number 195. All right, for those of you just tuning in, we have, of course, a winner in the other matchup. Fancy Cloud Dancers now with a 5-3 win over Triple L. That means our next matchup on the winner's bracket will be Fancy Cloud Dancers versus Skyborn Rangers. However, here on Lysanya's Lounge, we will have Triple L versus Altruistic Armada. That will be our next matchup to decide who moves on to the Road to Redemption Finals. The loser of that matchup will be eliminated from SCS number 195. We will have that lobby loaded for you here in just one moment as we are waiting for both teams to show up, and now they are beginning to show up. So let's go ahead and load right on in. Now, the Altruistic Armada should be staying on blue here. They should be staying on blue, and we should have Triple L on red. That is indeed correct. So for this next matchup, Triple L on red versus Altruistic Armada on blue. All right, our timer has started for our next matchup. Once again, Triple L on red versus Altruistic Armada on blue. Timer has started. We have our next matchup on Clash at Blackcliff. We're of course returning to the scene of the crime. As right now, we have a Judgment and a Mobula versus a double Mobula on blue. It's a Hades double flak. That Hades double flak just really... I'm surprised Steam Brain's still running that Hades double flak. I mean, I get the loadout, but I'm not so sure about the execution at this level of competitive play. I mean, I can certainly understand it if you're timing the armor breaks well. If you've got somebody that's really good on the Hades, I can understand that for quick kills, but you have absolutely no disabling power. Of course, that Judgment is rocking. There's the double flak Judgment right there. Woo! Talk about no need for disabling power, right? They've got a Merc double art over there on that Mobula, though. All right, we've got some teams swapping loadouts here. Renee switching back to a Shrike. Looks like Lumber Merc on one side. Interesting. With a Gatling Watch a short side. We've only got a couple minutes left until our next matchup starts. Actually, yeah, about a minute and a half, roughly. Well, now a minute, so, let's see. Red has switched to a Stormbreaker as opposed to the Mobula. What Stormbreaker are they taking? Double Banshee with that Hwacha Gat on the Stormbreaker. Interesting. I'm surprised they're not taking... Well, then again, that makes sense for the Mobula going with the Banshee. That makes some sense. A double flak Judgment, though, a staple of Triple L's rotation. That double flak Judgment has been known to pick up a few insta-kills in Sunday Community Skirmish. And we've got 30 seconds until the start of the matchup here, as loadouts are now locked. Steambrain's readying up on his end. Mirwin readying up on their end. We're just waiting on 2 more ready-ups or the force start from Richard. Now we've got Renee readying up. That means Scrubbeard needs ready up. And here we go with our next matchup. All right, our next matchup is on Clash at Blackcliff. We return to the scene of the crime here, folks. Of course, Clash at Blackcliff is a map with a lot of mountainous terrain and a lot of man-made terrain and a lot of... It's got a little bit of everything, but it plays definitely more of a mid-range sniping matchup here. So we'll see how both teams play this out. Of course, neither team really going too heavy into the sniping category, except for maybe that Judgment. We'll get to all the ship loadouts here in just a moment. Actually, we'll do that right now. Ship number 1 is the Bamboozle Moth. It is piloted by Mirwin. Double flak Judgment. We've got a Mercury, a Gatling on the front, and we have a Harpoon on the back. Ship number 2, oh my god, they're really breaking out the ship names now. The GFA Deciticus, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. It's a Huacha Stormbreaker with a, looks like a, that's a Gatling up front and double Banshee on it. Ship number 3, Who Needs a Map, piloted by Steambrains. Excuse me. It is a Hades Mobula, double flak on the bottom, double Banshee on the wings. Ship number 4 is the Sea Out Indel, piloted by Renee. It is a Lumber Merc on one side. It is a Gatling Huacha on the other. As the Shrike has been spotted, Who Needs a Map has been spotted. Looks like both sides have a general idea of where the other is. You can reasonably expect, yeah, there it is. There's a spot on the GFA. So that means that both sides definitely know where the other is. And we will have action here very shortly. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, Triple L will be on red. The Zealous Armada will be on blue. Excuse me, the Altruistic Armada on blue. The loser of this matchup will be eliminated from SCS number 195. The winner will move on in the Road to Redemption Finals to face the loser of our other matchup that's going on right now, Fancy Cloud Dancers versus Skyborn. Shots finally going out here from the Who Needs a Map, hydroing up. Looks like we've got the shots going out from the Sea Out Indel. Huacha going out from the GFA. Not really much damage going out from both ends as they are inside arming time of the Hades. GFA realizing the range that they're in right now, they've got nothing to worry about the Mobula. They are effectively completely and utterly useless at this range, which might be why the Stormbreaker came out, because that is making Who Needs a Map completely useless. Meanwhile, watch going out. Ouch! That was painful. The GFA picking up the kill right there. It is 1-0 in favor of red. Meanwhile, the Sea Out Indel seeing out, all has ended 2-0 in favor of red. Flax will typically do that. It's the see-all end all of all ships, especially when they get the double flak going. I think they named their ship the wrong name, though. The see-all end all should have been the Bamboozle Moth. Or I should say the See Out end all. Anyway, we're waiting on blue to respawn here. It is 2-0 in favor of Triple L, and I would say that Altruistic Rhapsody is not in a good way right now, especially considering that Mobula loadout as they spawn in right on the back of the Bamboozle Moth. They've got the back of the Judgment here, and the Stormbreaker is not close right now. They are moving in very quickly. Looks like blue is looking to ambush the Bamboozle Moth here. Will they get the hull break? No, they're not even close right now. Watch it going a little wild right there. Not going to be enough as the Stormbreaker moves in on the back of the blue side. Excuse me. GFA moving in on the Who Needs a Map. They've got them right where they want them. Banshee's going out. Gatling going out. Huacha should be out any second. That is a hull break on Who Needs a Map. The Huacha is a little late. Still getting good good perma, though, but a little late. They probably could have picked up the kill there with a timely Hwacha. Hull break once again on the Who Needs a Map. Will they pick him up, though? They will not. Not yet. That Hwacha continuously late on the GFA. And there's some Tar. Oh, the Mobula inside Tar. That's not good, and they're picked up 3-0 in favor of Red. Now we go back to the Bamboozle Moth and the See Out Endel. They are inside. No, they're not quite inside arming time, but they do get the Hull break, though, on the Bamboozle Moth. They need to be real careful. In fact, the best move right here for the Shrike might actually be, yeah, they should probably run at this point, but they do have that Merc they have to worry about from the Bamboozle Moth. That flak, if it lands on the Shrike, it's going to be deadly. But it does not land there. Their armor's up, though, so they've got nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, the Dicidicus moving in on the See Out Endel. Wild Lumber going out there. 2 engines down. Engineers are scrambling. Oh, that's 3 engines down. Uh-oh. All Shrike engines down. That's a really bad thing for Blue here. That is a hull break. Flak's missing, though. There's a Flak. Oh, just missing. Flak just misses the Shrike there. Hwacha going out onto the Shrike. Those, oh, environment blocking the Flak. It won't matter, though, as that will be a kill by the Dicidicus. 4-0 in favor of Red. Altruistic Armada 1 death away from their tournament being over very quickly, I might add, as 5.5 minutes have gone by in this matchup. Meanwhile, the Who Needs a Map just hanging back right now. They are not interested in engaging. Absolutely not. Bamboozle Moth Gatling a little bit too far out from their range. Now they've got the correct range in there. The Shrike moving in on the Bamboozle Moth. They might have something here. That's a lot of component breaks on the Bamboozle. There's a hull break right there, though, but they're not really in position to do anything about it. Who Needs a Map now getting the Flaks in, but that's a little too late on the Flaks. Need to be a little quicker on the draw on those Flaks there, as the hull break is imminent. No, the hull break on the Shrike. The hull break on the Shrike, though. No, they don't go down, though. Everything's fine on the Shrike there. Hull break imminent on the Bamboozle Moth. There's the hull break right there. Flak picking up for an honor kill. 4-1 in favor of Red, but Blue is on the board. Dicidicus now all alone against a Shrike and a Mobula. Dicidicus now looking for hard cover. They do get the hard cover. They're looking to hang back right now. They do still have the Shrike to worry about. Shrike might try to flush them out, as they should. What will they do here, though? Will they get Lumbers out? No, they will not. Shrike looking to trade Hwachas, but they're going to eat the business into the GFA's Hwacha. That is good work there by the Stormbreaker. Avoiding the Who Needs a Map as much as possible. Staying alive right now. That's going to force down the See Out Endel. They're going to... Oh, that could be a big mistake, though. They're face checking the Who Needs a Map. They might want to... If they're going to go in, they need to go all in on the Who Needs a Map, but not hang back. This is a bad choice here, staying at this range. This is the perfect range for Blue to be engaging in. This is not good for the Stormbreaker. They might go down here. They might go down, but they do get hard cover before the Hwacha starts hurting them. They took maybe 1 or 2 rockets into that perma-hull. They're still okay, but they are not looking good overall. Bamboozle Moth may be giving it up here. They're moving in slow. That's another hull break on the Dicidicus. That's another hull break. We're waiting to see. Oh, Bamboozle Moth looking to get shots in on the Shrike there, but the Stormbreaker goes down. It is 4-2 in favor of Red. Blue now with 2 kills. Hull break onto the Shrike, but the Flak just misses. That would have been GG if it landed. Oh, there's a hit right there. Oh, they get that armor back up, though. They do get that armor back up. Oh, that's another hull break, but they get underneath the Flak range. That balloon should block for them. They should be okay. Meanwhile, they're going to stomp into the balloon of the Shrike. Hwacha going out a good, solid Hwacha. This is not where the Moth wants to be. This is not where the Moth wants to be. That's a lot of shots going into the Moth. Moth is pretty much stuck in this engagement. They ain't going anywhere against these two ships. It will either be kill or be killed. Will they get the kill? Oh no, the flak not timed well, but it was desperation time at that point. Blue with 3 straight kills to make it 4-3. Good job there by Blue, playing it very patiently. However, the strike is at about 10% perma right now. That's a very, very dangerous game to be playing right now if you're Blue. They are in this matchup, though. If that strike stays alive, they could make things work, but they are 1 death away from being eliminated. Triple L 2 deaths from being eliminated. One of these teams is moving on, one of these teams is going home. Red respawns. We will not see a full respawn the rest of the way with 10:20 to go in the matchup. Our last engagement should start at any moment. Neither side really doing anything to hide. They've got nothing to hide. They're looking to just fight here. Blue not really coming out of their little hidey hole at this point. They are content to hold position. I stand corrected. Shrike looking to get some spots out there, but they themselves have been spotted. That should mean, of course, that they know where red is. Okay, they know exactly where red is. As half the matchup has gone by, we've got 9 and change left to go. Who needs a map moving up? They really need to be careful, though, because they do not know where the Decidicus is. They do not know where the Decidicus is as a split push is coming. If Blue knows where the Moth is, if they're feeling froggy, they should actually consider going after the Judgment right now. They should consider going after the Judgment right now. It may be a little too late, though. They need to pick a target and go. If they're hanging back, they will get torn to pieces. It may be too little too late, though. Their fate may be sealed at this point. Their fate may be sealed. Here comes shots out from the Bamboozle Moth. Here comes the flank from the Decidicus. They've got the flank. They might be going for the Mobula here. They might be going for the Mobula. Looks like they are going to go for the Mobula. No, they're going to go for the Shrike here. The Huacha, however, well-timed. They do drive back the Decidicus. They get a hull break on the Decidicus. They might actually pick up the kill. 4-4, get the defibs, folks. A comeback from down 4-0 to make it 4-4. Get the defibs, folks. We got 1 kill to a finish here. Altruistic Armada coming back from down 4-0, folks. This is amazing work by Blue. Triple L might have counted their chickens before they hatch as they're moving in. The Sharks are circling on Bamboozle Moth. This is the correct decision for Blue right here. They got to move in. Bamboozle Moth is ineffective at close range. They need to move in. They need to be very careful, though, does the Sea Out Indel. They need to be very careful at this range. They need to move in a little bit closer, as there is the hull break on the Moth. Will they pick up the kill? Flax moving in. Flax raining down on the Moth. The Shrike needs to be very careful, though. They need to be very, very careful here, as the Decidicus has spawned. They need to be very good. There's the hull break. Will they pick it up, though? Will they come back from down 4-0? Will they come back from 4-0 to win this matchup? The Bamboozle Moth down to about 25% perma. Here comes the Decidicus. They're moving in very aggressively on the Who Needs a Map. Will they get picked up, and the Altruistic Armada wins, coming back from down 4-0 to win 5-4, folks. What an amazing comeback. That Shrike was down at 10% perma, and they complete the comeback. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with more Sunday Community Skirmish action right here at Lysanya's Lounge. All right, folks, and we are back here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 195 as our next matchup will feature the Road to Redemption Finals. Our next matchup will feature Fancy Cloud Dancers versus Altruistic Armada, who just completed a comeback from down 0-4 with a Shrike with 10% perma to win that matchup. My goodness, what a finish to that matchup as we load into our next lobby here. Fancy Cloud Dancers will be on red in this matchup. The winner of this matchup, of course, will go on to the grand finals to face Skyborn Rangers. This next matchup will be on Northern Fjords, of course. And yes, Fancy Cloud Dancers should be on red. This is indeed correct. There we go. Now they're on the correct side. Altruistic Armada doing really well, all things considered. I mean, they had no... I'm going to be honest with you guys. They had no business winning that last matchup, and they pulled it out. They got their stuff together, played a very, very patient in-game. Very, very happy to see what they did there. Triple L, you gotta consider it a disappointment. Same old Triple L, the Triple L that people have been criticizing, the one that's like, hey, you know, puts two good kills together, can't finish a match. That Triple L reared its ugly head here this evening, but you know they're a former SCS winner. They'll be back stronger than ever next week, but we'll see what happens. Right now, though, we have the Road Redemption Finals here. They are going Goldfish and Spire on red. That is a Lumber Spire on red. They're also bringing a Hwachafish with side Gatling and Carronade against a Mobula and a Shrike. So in our two matchups, though, we have seen both the positives and negatives of bringing a Stormbreaker into a matchup. The great thing about the Stormbreaker is, of course, that it is a great ship when it comes to getting kills. The downside to it is it has a very high skill ceiling, so if you make one mistake with it, you end up dead yourself. And of course, if your ally has absolutely nothing with which to protect themselves, like, say, a double flak judgment, yeah, that's probably going to happen. You kill the Stormbreaker and that sort of stuff happens. Of course, we've got about roughly 2 minutes until the next matchup begins. And Spudnik has decided he is definitely going with a Spire here. He is definitely going Spire. Yep, there's the 2-minute call. Let's see if they stick with that Mobula Shrike combo. They've been sticking with it so far. Mobula Shrike has been what they've been rolling with. I'm still surprised to see the Shrike in play here. The Mobula, I'm 100% on board with, at least if that Shrike may be a little bit different. We'll see what they do here in this matchup. But definitely a lot of disabling power coming from the Goldfish and the Spire. With that Lumber, the Hwacha in play, Hades can do a little bit of it as well against a Balloon. Especially, it's a good way to assist a Lumber in getting Balloon breaks. But let's see what happens. It looks like the Spire is going to be their long-range component here. They're going to go, most likely, if I had to guess to see how they're going to play this, I would say that Alto is probably going to start off long range thinking, oh, Goldfish short range, we're not going to play that game. And we'll see. Uh-oh. That's somebody dropping over there. That's not good. That's no good. Hopefully they are able to... Hopefully they are able to reconnect here. And pause has been called to allow time for that crew member to enter the lobby. We'll see what happens. They're going to get a 2-minute pause here, of course. We're waiting on him to rejoin here. Hopefully they do. You don't ever want to jump into an SCS matchup without a crew member. That's always unfortunate. Really hoping that Alto goes in with a full crew. Red is 100% ready, though. Yeah, so the pause was called. Blue has burned their pause to wait for the load in, so they may be looking to get a sub in here at some point. They may be. Looks like that pause is about to expire, though. 1 minute pause has passed. Yeah, it's about 1 minute left on that pause now. Hopefully they get their crew member back in. Let's take a quick peek here. Let's see what they've got going on. They've, of course, got the Huacha-fish. There's the Mobula right there. Hades double flak. That Hades double flak still sticking around here. They're still going with that Shrike over there. I'm actually interested to see what Blue does in regards. Oh, they're going to bring in us up. Perfect. I'm interested to see if the Spire at long range, because most likely what's going to happen, especially on this map, is that Blue is going to play this. Blue is probably going to play this long range. They're probably going to let. They're probably thinking, okay, Alto thinking Spire 2v1. That's a weak ship. Okay, let's snipe it. There's got to be a plan with that goldfish. There's got to be a plan with that goldfish. There has to be. There has to be a plan with it. What that plan is on such an open map, we will soon find out. The good news for Dementio is that the only real long-range options that they have is they've got Lumber, Merc, and one Hades. They've got some mid-range guns in play. Hades, not so much long-range, but they can make it work. Again, it's going to be compelling to see how Blue plays this out. I'm thinking Blue's about to be walking into a trap here, as Dementio will probably utilize vertical mobility to their advantage to try to stay away from all of the big stuff. The only thing they really have to worry about is the lumber. As long as they avoid the lumber, they're in good shape. But our next matchup is on Northern Fjords, and here we go, folks, with the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Friendfish, piloted by Dementio. It's a Huacha-fish with side Gatling and a carronade. Ship 2 is the Amplifier. It is piloted by Spudnik. We have a Lumber Spire with a Hades and a double flak. Ship number 3, the Who Needs a Map, piloted by Steambrains. It is a Hades Mobula, double flak on the bottom, double Banshee on the wings. Ship number 4 is the Sea Out Endel, piloted by Renee. It is a Lumber Merc on one side, Gatling and a Huacha on the other. Those are your ship callouts. And the Friendfish already in the door here against the Shrike. They've moved up very quickly here. Amplifier probably looking to play in a mid-range game right now. This is going to be advantage red if they're going to engage at close quarters. And Blue already running for cover. Blue is already running for cover, and this is exactly what red wants right here. This is not smart by Blue right here. This is not smart at all. This is exactly how red wants to play it out. They've got the cover. They've got control of the middle of the map. This is not what Blue wants. This is bad for them. Friendfish, though, getting a little aggressive here. They're moving in on the Who Needs a Map. They do get the double component break on the Who Needs a Map. This is not good for Blue, though. They have put themselves in a position in which they will get picked apart piece by piece. This is not the position you want to be in for Blue. There's the hull break. Watch a follow-up should follow any second. The Hwacha follow-up, though. Good job by the pilot there on Blue 3. That pilot, of course, Steam Brains, hydroing up to avoid most of that Hwacha barrage, most of it going into the balloon. Job well done. Meanwhile, Friendfish looking to get a Tiger Uppercut, missing the Tiger Uppercut. They missed the Tiger Uppercut. That means, of course, that Blue's got a bit of a reprieve here. The Who Needs Map has a bit of a reprieve. The See How Endel's got a bit of a chance to come back into this fight as well. Lumber's missing. Lumber's missing. That's good. Lumber's now, oh, there's a Hwacha from the Friendfish onto the Shrike. All components broken. That is not what they're looking for. They really need to move in on the Amplifier real quick. If you're See Out Endel, you need to move in on that Shrike right now. All in on the Shrike or else it's about to be 2-0. Amplifier hull broken, though. Amplifier hull broken. Will they get picked up? Not yet, though. Not yet. Oh, there's a hull break again. And the Friendfish picks up a kill. First blood to red, 1-0. However, Amplifier down to about 20% perma. Who Needs a Map could pick up a cheap one here if they're quick. Friendfish, though, moving in. If they just back up and drop... Oh, they're not going to get anything here. Uh-oh, Friendfish moving in very aggressively, as they should. Who Needs a Map is in the worst possible spot right here. They're backed up near environment. That Hades is going to be completely ineffectual. They need to get shots out onto the Amplifier. If they get Hwacha, they're done. Yeah, there's the Hwacha. That should be the kill. Indeed it is. 2-0 in favor of Red. Not good for Blue. They played right into Red's hands right there, but gotta give them credit. They got 80% off the Amplifier. Good job right there making the best of a worst-case scenario. But that was poor positioning by Blue, Red taking full advantage. Let's see where Blue spawns here. Let's keep the map up here to see where they spawn. If Alto stays true to form, they will spawn nearby hoping for a flank. Red is waiting for it, though. No, they're not going to make that play here. They're going to spawn far into the map. A wise decision here. Definitely a wise decision. That means, of course, once again, it is 2-0 in favor of Red. First blood went to Red. That will be your tiebreaker, of course. Red calling for pause. Spud has disconnected. Red has called for pause. Spots are out. Has the pause been granted? Pause has been granted. Yes, pause has been granted. Spudnik has disconnected. Hopefully we'll get him back in very shortly. Ref allowing the pause at this point despite the spot. Looks like both sides are perfectly okay with this. And while we have this pause, a friendly reminder that we are in the Road to Redemption finals here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 195. A friendly reminder for those of you just tuning in, let's go through the bracket and kind of let people know where we stand so far. So, of course, in our first matchup here in Lysanya's Lounge, we had Skyborn Rangers a 5-1 winner over Altruistic Armada. The other first-round matchup was a 5-3 win for Fancy Cloud Dancers over Triple L. Meanwhile, in the Road to Redemption Road to Redemption first round, we had Altruistic Armada coming back from down 4-0 to win 5-4 over Triple L to advance to this matchup. Meanwhile, Skyborn Rangers with a 5-0 win over Fancy Cloud Dancers to move on to the grand finals, which brings us, of course, to this matchup. Fancy Cloud Dancers currently holding a 2-0 lead over the Altruistic Armada. Oh, goodness. Chat, of course, going at it here, but Mom, I can't pause an online game. Oh, careful with that. Careful with that. So we got about 1 minute of pause left here. 1 minute of pause remaining. And we will certainly see how these ships decide to engage, because both sides have a good idea of where the other is. They really do. I mean, Amplifier got spotted right before the pause, so they know where the Amplifier is. They absolutely do know where he is. 1 minute of pause. Uh-oh, yeah. Spudnik has completely and utterly disconnected. That's not good for Red. That is not good at all. Let's take a quick peek over there and see what their plan is in case it is a complete and utter disconnect. If they do not get another pilot in here, what are they going to do here? What are they going to do? Who is going to pilot? Looks like Inkjet might actually be the pilot here. No, Spudnik is back. Spudnik has reconnected. That is good. Right before the timer expires, Spudnik is back. Unpause has been called. Spudnik is back in. He is loading in right now, so that's good. That is good. Spudnik is back in, so we should be in good shape. As all sides are now moving. Amplifier moving now. All ships now moving. Let's make sure Spudnik is on the wheel. Spudnik is on the wheel. We're in good shape. Here we go. Amplifier once again spotted. That means, of course, we'll look from Blue's perspective. As CL Endel moving in on the Amplifier. Good job right there by the Spire. However, not a good watcher right there. Poor positioning by the pilot causing that. However, the CL Endel looking to perhaps stomp the Amplifier. Yes, looking to curb stomp the Amplifier. Watcher going into the Amplifier now. Amplifier is very low. Who needs a map going for the Friendfish? However, they really should be going after the Spire here. They do get the hull break, however, on the Goldfish. They do get the hull break on the Goldfish. The Amplifier, meanwhile, allowed to basically have free reign at this point. Hull break once again on the Friendfish. Friendfish hydroing out of danger, and now they've got the Who Needs a Map in a bad spot. That was good job by the Friendfish. Blue really should have gone for the Amplifier there and made it a 1v2 situation. I think they made a bit of a mistake there, and the CL Endel moving in on the Amplifier looks to me like they're about to get a watch out. A poor watcher right there. Poor watcher right there. Who Needs a Map looking for a kiss cam, and they do get the kiss cam right there. 2-1. Blue on the board. Friendfish moving in on the Who Needs a Map. They're looking for a kiss cam of their own. They do get the ram right there. Will they get the kiss cam into the environment? Yes, maybe. Yes, they will. Kiss cam into the environment. 3-1 in favor of red. Both teams trading a kiss cam. Was consent given? Who knows? However, the Friendfish is now in a 1v1 against CL Endel. It is in Blue's spawn right now, so that means Friendfish is going to be in a bit of a disadvantage here if Blue's able to get the respawn in. Meanwhile, the CL Endel does get completely component. Oh, that's a bad spot for the Shrike. That's a really bad spot for the Shrike. Kiss cam imminent. There's the kill right there. 4-1 in favor of red. Steambrain says the ram train stops for no man. This is very true. As Who Needs a Map has respawned here. Let's see where they're at. Uh-oh. This is interesting. We've seen this play before from Alto. We've seen this play before. Just ram them and hope for the best. Listen, that's not a bad plan. Good spawn right there by the Shrike. I like that spawn. I like that spawn. That's going to cut off an escape angle for the Friendfish. Friendfish looking to hold there. However, if they just simply hold position, they're about to get flanked here. This is about to be a pincer on the Friendfish. A really good spawn by Blue. Shrike is moving in on the back of the Friendfish. Watch it imminent. Gatling going out. Watch it imminent. There's the kill right there by Blue. 4-2. A smart spawn right there picks up the kill. Smart spawn by the Shrike. Amplifier now all alone. Amplifier, of course, a very squishy ship. They do get the balloon break onto the Who Needs a Map. The Shrike now moving in. Amplifier really needs to get some perma-hull damage before they go down. Amplifier hull broken themselves. Down to about 30%, 20%, 10%. Now dead. 4-3 in favor of red. Alto, however, 2 straight kills right there. Where have we seen this one before? Last matchup coming down 4-0. This match coming back from down 4-1. Where have we seen this story happen before, Alto? You got another one in you? Let's see if you've got another comeback in you. My goodness. If Alto pulls this one out, if they actually pull this one out, my goodness. Woo. This is shaping up to be a very, very interesting tournament here. Alto 2 kills away from an improbable grand finals. Meanwhile, they do have to pick up the 2 kills, though. They cannot rely on tiebreaker. Red does have first blood. They cannot rely on tiebreaker, so they have to be aggressive. Meanwhile, Fancy Cloud Dancers not looking to be passive here. They are definitely going to be aggressive. Their ship loadouts, their team build definitely lends itself. Oh, a good flank right here by Blue. Good flank by Blue. They may catch the Amplifier off guard here. They do get spotted though, so they're not close enough to really get the flank in. But it looks like these they have swapped sides here a bit. If they can pick up the Goldfish, oh my goodness! It's if they pick up the Goldfish here, Wow, so all sides factory fresh right now. This is anybody's matchup in blue spawn. This is anybody's matchup. Blue looking to go low. They're really looking for the flank here. They really want that flank. Especially the Shrike. The Shrike really wants that flank. As they should. Red is going high right now. Red is going high. They're going to have the Spire go look for blue here. However, they're going to find, Shrike is out of position. Shrike is out of position. If the Mobula gets caught, Mobula might be caught. Mobula might be caught here against the Friendfish. Yeah, that's not good for blue. Friendfish moving in. Mobula, Mobula's in a bad spot here. Mobula's in a really bad spot. They do, their balloon is broken. Now, Shrike coming in. Shrike coming in, hopefully trying to save it. They do pick up the Hwacha, though, on the Friendfish. Good job right there by the Shrike, saving the ally. Who needs a map? Hull broken. Friendfish hull broken. Friendfish is hull broken. The Hwacha not able to come out, though. Hwacha going out onto the Shrike. Shrike down to about 50% armor. Who needs a map? Hull broken. Oh, Fox going into the Who needs a map? Will they get picked up? No, they will not. However, the Shrike is hull broken themselves. Shrike is hull broken. They are down to about 50% perma themselves. Blue needs a kill in a hurry. Looks like they're going to go for the Who needs a map to end it. Who needs a map will be the target. Will they get picked up, though? Who needs a map? Balloon broken. They're almost hull broken, though. They're almost hull broken. They're hull broken, and they go down. Alto does not have a second comeback in play here. Fancy Cloud Dancers wins 5-3 to advance to the grand finals, but they had to sweat it out there at the end. Stay tuned, folks, for the exciting conclusion of Sunday Community Skirmish number 195. All right, and we are back, folks, with the grand finals lobby as the timer has just started here. Let's, of course, reset our teams here as Fancy Cloud Dancers has come back from the road to redemption to make this grand finals matchup. Fancy Cloud Dancers, as a result, will be on blue. And on red, we will have the winner of the top bracket here. That will be, of course, Skyborn. So once again, Skyborn Rangers will be on red versus Fancy Cloud Dancers on blue. Fancy Cloud Dancers, though, had to earn it on their way here. That was not an easy road for them to come back on. They got 5-3 wins over both Triple L and Ultrastic Armada. A very game Ultrastic Armada here today. They definitely brought it. So definitely kudos to them making the Road Redemption Finals the way that they did. But this next matchup will be on Fight Over Fernfeld. If Skyborn Rangers wins, they will win Sunday Community Skirmish number 195. If Fancy Cloud Dancers wins, however, there will be one more matchup to go. Let's see what both sides are rocking here. Let's say we've got that Stormbreaker once again, that Hwacha Stormbreaker. Got a Judgment in play here, a Lumber Minnow Judgment against a Stormbreaker and a Mobula, a Merc Double Art, and a Hwacha Gat Double Banshee. Interesting to see Banshees in play, although against a Mobula it makes sense. I totally get that one. Interesting to see Banshees coming into the meta on the Stormbreakers as opposed to the Flax, which have been absolutely devastating in pairs. Banshees, of course, a little more of a Swiss Army knife of a gun. You can actually, of course, hurt balloons with it, in addition to permahull, in addition to setting fire, so it's got a lot of utility to it. And that may be why they're going with the Banshees on the Stormbreaker, although I'm interested to see what both sides do, because that Stormbreaker, whoever gets the first Hwacha off against the Storm, between the Stormbreakers, if they go at each other, whichever one gets the first Hwacha off is going to win. There is pretty much no recovering from that with those Stormbreakers. Especially with the flimsy armor and hull. Very interested to see what happens, and I see some of the Alto group popping into chat here. For those of you who are in the Alto group, Ultrastic Armada, hey, great showing here today, guys. You should be proud of yourselves, especially with those two comeback attempts, the one that succeeded and the one that didn't quite get there. You should be proud of yourselves. Job well done, Alto. Job well done. Definitely a lot of content here today. Ship loadouts are locked. We got 10 seconds left in this lobby. 4-start coming any second. Four-start is imminent, and yep, Nerd Hector is telling them to ready up, but a 4-start could happen. There it goes. There we go. Now we're starting our matchup here. Our next matchup, of course, is Fight Over Fernfeld. Of course, an icy map. You've got the arch in the middle. That arch is fun times. Lots of mountainous terrain covering the middle. We will certainly see how both these sides play this out. But I am definitely interested to see, especially with close range ships. Stormbreakers are always fun on this map. All right, and here we go with the ship callouts. Ship number 1, the Stromsunder, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Hwacha Stormbreaker with a Gatling and a Banshee and a Flak. Ship number 2 is the Snordstoop Bopstop, piloted by Delorum. We've got a Lumber and a Minnow in play here on that Judgment. Got a Flak and a Hades up front, and a Harpoon on the back, probably against that Stormbreaker. That's probably what they have it there for. Ship number 3 is the Fancy Hydra, piloted by Dimencio. It is a Merc Mobula, double Artemai on the bottom, Gatling and a Hades on the wings. The ship's shots already going out. Ship number 4 is the Ron Tonkin, piloted by Spudnik, a Hwacha Stormbreaker with a Gatling and double Banshee. As those are your ship calls, this is the Fancy Hydra already balloon broken. Lumber's reigning true onto the Fancy Hydra, pushing them back. Fancy Hydra engaging in the use of drogue shoot. looking to put some shots out there. Fancy Hydra once again with that Merc in play. That Merc is going to be tested, especially when there's a Lumber in play. It's understandable why they're taking the Merc, but they got to get that first shot out, so that's going to be very, very dicey. We'll see how they play it out here as the Ron Tonkin appears to be covering here. They're going to dive down. Good choice right there. Ron Tonkin was almost hull broken. Fancy Hydra really need to get that Lumber out of the equation. If they can get the Lumber out of the equation, they can do something. Meanwhile, the Stromsunder is now being focused. Stromsunder being focused right now. Looks like they're going to try to push him back. Looks like Blue might be trying to reposition here. Ron Tonkin, uh-oh, wait a minute, the Fancy Hydra about to get hull broken, about to get balloon broken too. That balloon's almost broken. Somebody missed a chem cycle on the balloon. There's the hull break, the double break as a result. Ron Tonkin forced in. Double break still there on the Fancy Hydra. Fancy Hydra, not much permahull lost there. Red opting to play it a little cautious. Stromsunder really not able to move in yet. So that's delaying how much DPS that the red side can do. They can get a little bit in there, but not a whole lot. Once again, the balloon break onto the Fancy Hydra. Stromsunder might be thinking about it. They're thinking about it. That balloon is broken on the Fancy Hydra. There's the hull break right there on the Fancy Hydra. No follow. Oh, there's the late follow-up. Oh, Flax going in. Flax, only a half clip of Flax going to the Fancy Hydra, though. Blue's going to lose this engagement by playing it cautious. The Stromsunder's been hull broken. Watch it going a little bit wild, but they do land a couple rockets there, picking up about 10% perma. Fancy Hydra, hull broken again. Balloon break imminent. There's the balloon break. Snord Stoop Bop Stop is really controlling this engagement right now with that Lumber. That Lumber is absolutely dominating as Ron Tonkin is hull broken once again. And they're forced to retreat. Balloon break possibly imminent here on... Oh, that's a miss on the Lumber. That's a couple of near misses on the Lumber there from Red. Blue just not able to get going here. They are just hard stomped right now by this combination, especially the Lumber. The Lumber Gunner on the Snord Stoop really controlling the action so far. Stromsunder mainly acting right now as mid-range defense, as a Stormbreaker. They're denying Blue the advance, and Blue really wants that advance. They really want to advance here, and Stromsunder is just denying the push. And Fancy Hydra is getting slowly picked apart. Red at some point is going to go all in. This might be the time they go all in. They're thinking about it. They're making a very slow push here. This is a very slow push out here. There's a hull break. No, not a hull break. Yeah, there's the hull break right there. Stromsunder may have overstayed their welcome, but there is the kill right there by the Snort Stoop. It is 1-0 in favor of Skyborn. That is first blood to Skyborn. Ron Tonkin moving in on the Stromsunder. Watcha going out onto the Stromsunder. Double break on the Ron Tonkin. They're getting pushed out. Oh, that environment is dangerously close, but they are... Oh, that isn't dangerously close. They're getting shoved into the environment by the Minotaur, but the middle clip ran out. It won't matter, though. They should go down here. Yeah, the Minotaur finishing them off. Stromsunder's Minotaur... Oh, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. The Stromsunder picked it up probably with a flak or a Gatling there. The Minotaur definitely playing a part in that kill. 2-0 in favor of Red. Waiting for the Blue respawn any moment now. Blue has respawned here. Stromsunder at about 50% perma. Fancy Hydra, meanwhile, getting focused by the Snord Stoop Bop Stop. Say that 5 times fast, right? Snord Stoop Bop Stop. I do like that name, by the way. It's got a catchy name. Stromsunder moving in a little bit here, but Blue with a much better position here. Blue can do a little bit more here, especially if they decide to use the cloud cover and the environment in their favor. I think this is a good decision right here. They're looking for that hard cover. They're looking for that cloud cover there. This is a smart decision here. They're not going to win at the heavy flak. They're not going to win there. They need to consider changing up their game here, and this is a good decision. However, rising up in this position, probably not the best idea. I think they should consider being a little more patient, but they're looking to get aggressive here. So we'll see what they have in mind. I'm a little shocked that they're looking to make this move this quickly. Ron Tonkin, however, moving in around the mountain, so we'll see what they do. Fancy Hydra, meanwhile, moving for the Stromsunder. Ron Tonkin probably is going to be looking for the Stromsunder. In fact, here they come. Stromsunder moving in. They sense the flank. A good job right there by the Stromsunder. Now they're going to push the Fancy Hydra back to get the Ron Tonkin in a 1v2. Good situational awareness by both sides. Ron Tonkin, however, getting picked apart now. This is not good for blue side. This is not good for them at all, as Ron Tonkin is now hull broken and absolutely deleted from this matchup, 3-0 in favor of red. Stromsunder now, still at 50%. The Mobula still okay, though. That Mobula, the Fancy Hydra, still okay. It looks like they picked up the lumber, though. That's why they're okay. They did pick up the lumber. Jarman is currently on the lumber, and he has rebuilt it. Snortstoop's got that lumber back up. They are looking to advance here slowly but surely. They've got Hades shots going out on the Fancy Hydra. Hull break imminent. Hull break imminent. There's the hull break. Flaks are landing about half a clip of flak in there. About 3 flaks land. Fancy Hydra down to about 60%. It is 3-0 in favor of red. Blue still not able to do much. Wait a minute. Here comes the Ron Tonkin through the underside of the flak. They are rising up now to the Snortstoop. They've got the Hwacha onto the back of the Snortstoop. This is desperate times call for desperate measures. Hopefully they picked up the rear javelin. They did pick up the rear javelin. They're going on the right side, trying to block off as much as possible. There's the hull break on the Snortstoop. Ron Tonkin, however, is still in trouble. They are about to get deleted again here, as it is 3-0. Ron Tonkin down to about 40% perma, make that 35. Snortstoop barely taking a scratch of the paint job. Ron Tonkin needs to be very careful with that environment. They do get away, though. They need to be very careful with that environment. Snortstoop backing up here. Looks like they're looking for a little bit of hard cover as well. They're going to try to draw the Ron Tonkin into a bad spot. Either that or force the Fancy Hydra into a hull break, which means Ron Tonkin will be forced in. That could be a GG. However, Snortstoop getting hull broken. Ron Tonkin has to make their move. Banshee's a little late, though. Ron Tonkin hull broken. Stromsunder looking to put some flaks in. Not really able to put a good clip into them, though. Fancy Hydra balloon broken. Looks like red is probably going to turn their entire focus over the Ron Tonkin here very soon. Stromsunder definitely looking to do that themselves. However, that Hwacha a little wild. The Hwacha a little wild. They only picked up 1 engine. Ron Tonkin returning fire to the Stromsunder. Stromsunder with 2 guns broken. Now just 1. Gatling's being traded. Fancy Hydra hull broken on the far side of the map. Ron Tonkin still in trouble here. Banshee's going out. Hull break with the fire. 14 stacks on the balloon. Double break on the Stromsunder. Looks like those Banshees really come into play right here. It looks like that might have been what they were thinking with the Banshees. Let's take a quick peek here and see that blue not even only rocking 1 single extinguisher as they go down 3-1. That was the call of the Banshees right there. That's why Ron Tonkin went double Banshee. Double Banshees to apply all that fire pressure to a ship that only has 1 fire component on it. A smart decision right there, picking up a kill, 3-1. Sometimes you don't have to play the meta. Sometimes playing the team is a smarter decision. Meanwhile, Gatling going out on the Snortstoop op stop. That's a lot of fire going out right there. It looks like somebody might have missed Chem Spray. No, they've got extinguishers on red. Red rocking extinguishers right now. Looks like that's an incendiary gat going out, picking up the double break and the kill, 3-2. Red does not have a single Chem Spray on board. That explains a lot. Let's actually take a look here, as there is Incendiary on that. There is Incendiary in play right now on the Gatling gun. There is Incendiary there, so that is a smart decision by Blue to go Incendiary on the gunner, and of course the double Banshee. And they do, of course, have their gunner with Incendiary as well, so definitely a good loadout choice at that point. I like it. I like it now. Red starting to respawn. Blue, however, still not in a good spot right now. They're down to about 20% on the Rontonkin. They've got 50% on the Fancy Hydra. They got to play very cautiously here, very smart. Maybe not cautiously, that's the wrong word to use. They need to play very smart here with this engagement the rest of the way, because they cannot afford a snowball here. If the Rontonkin gets picked up, that's probably GG. Fancy Hydra engaging with the Snord, Stoop, Bop, Stop. That balloon is down. Stromsunder moving in on the Fancy Hydra. They're moving in aggressively. There's the double break right there. Oh, this could be bad for the Fancy Hydra. This could be really bad for Blue. Banshee's going out. Flak's going out, picking up the kill. Rontonkin now caught all alone with 10% perma. Stromsunder now moving in. Rontonkin appears to be maybe waving the white flag here. This could be... Oh, Tiger Uppercut to the Rontonkin. Another Tiger Uppercut, picking up the whole break. Hwacha just out of arc as the Hydro saves them. Emergency... No, not a Hydro. I'm sorry, that was not a Hydro. That was a Stamina Burn. Barely saving him. Stromsunder moving up. Rontonkin looking to abuse vertical right now. Now they're moving away. They are running away, and rightfully so. That balloon's almost broken, though. That balloon is broken. That balloon is broken. Here comes the Fancy Hydra, though. Fancy Hydra looking to get very aggressive. They have to. Rontonkin, of course, once again, just running for their lives. Not able to really get a flank on anything right now. Rontonkin moving in. They're going for the Snort, Stoop, Bop, Stop. They might be. They might be. Rontonkin moving in. Fancy Hydra maybe not in position right now. They might not be in position. They're putting shots out, that's for sure. Rontonkin getting lit up, though. Engineer's doing a good job, though, saving components. Uh-oh, wait a minute. That armor's almost down. No, they get their armor back up. That Minotaur absolutely ripping Rontonkin to shreds, preventing them from moving in. Fancy Hydra now moving in. Hwacha going into the Fancy Hydra. How many components will they break? Only one gun. Only one gun. Balloon is broken on the Fancy Hydra. If I am Blue, I might be considering going for the Snort Stoop. Stromsunder is going to be difficult to catch here. Blue, however, playing very patiently. Perhaps a wise decision, trying to use hard cover to block off the Stromsunder. Stromsunder's going to have to make a decision here pretty soon. That balloon break, however, may force Blue's hand as they're going to move in on the Snort Stoop here. They are going to move in on the Snort Stoop, doing exactly what I called, that they're going in for the Snort Stoop as the Stromsunder's a bit out of position here. Hull break imminent, 17 stacks. There's the hull break. All those Gatlings going in with Incendiary ammo too. Will they pick up the Snort Stoop? It's a bit of a DPS race as the Fancy Hydra in a bit of trouble. They're hull broken. No, there's the kill right there. 4-3, however, the Fancy Hydra hull broken. Hwacha going out. Looks like they're trying to go high with it. Expecting the balloon. Oh, there's a balloon break on the Fancy Hydra. That could be bad luck for Blue as Stromsunder could do something here. However, it is a hull break on the Stromsunder. They may be forced to move back. They do get the armor back up, though. Rontonkin moving in on the Stromsunder. Stromsunder now needs to be very careful in this 2v1, despite the fact that Blue has two ships in low perma situations. It is 4-3 in favor of Red, but Blue's making a game of it. Stromsunder now moving back from their hard cover position. Opting to use the cloud cover here. Snort, Stoop, Bop, Stop now spawning in. Which direction is Snortstoop going to go in? Stromsunder probably going to reconsider their positioning. Might be going back for that hard cover. Might be going for the hard cover as Snortstoop. No, they're not going to go for the flank here. Snortstoop not going for the flank here. I would have thought this would have been a perfect opportunity to go for the flank, but they were choosing not to, and it might be because of their lack of cover on that side of the map. They might not be able to get in the door at that point, so they are going to hang back right now. Snortstoop stopping right at the top of the environment. Looks like they might be looking to put some pot shots onto the Ron Tonkin. They will not be able to do so, though. Stromsunder holding back. Snortstoop, Bop Stop holding back right now. Blue regrouping as well. Blue looking to turn the corner here, getting a spot on the Snortstoop, Bop Stop. They know exactly where they are. Stromsunder now knows that they're coming from the flank. Good shots right there, disabling 3 guns. Well done, a good team effort. That lumber is down. That's going to be good for Blue. Blue needs to keep that lumber down. Anytime that lumberjack's been up, it's been death for Blue. Stromsunder not able to really take too aggressive of a stance right now, but they are looking to move up just a tiny bit. They're looking for that little bit of hard cover right there. They're looking to flank the Ron Tonkin. Ron Tonkin, however, wise to their move. Banshee's going out. Fancy Hydra almost hull broken. Stromsunder thinking about it. They're staying. They're staying. They fall back now. Fancy Hydra almost balloon broken, almost hull broken. There's a double break right there. There's a double break. Will they get it? Will they pick it up? No, that's not much into the perma-hull. That's mostly lumber going into the perma-hull. Ron Tonkin forced in. They have to move. Stromsunder now, as a result, moves in. There's a double break on the Fancy Hydra. Will this be the matchup? Will this be it? No. They are late. Oh, they do pick it up. The Banshees were late. The flak was late, but that's okay as they pick it up and win Sunday Community Skirmish number 195 by a score of 5-3. Skyboard Rangers, once again, your winner of Sunday Community Skirmish number 195. That's it today, folks, for Sunday Community Skirmish number 195 here at Lysanya's Lounge. For everybody participating here in this tournament, for Richard Lamoon, who refed, for Urs and Nerd Hector, who took care of the top bracket, and of course for our organizers here, that would be Delorum and Dio. My name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, signing out for the day. Good day, everybody. Of course, catch our next stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy, a multi-Twitch with Petri Quiche. We are doing Final Fantasy XIV. See you soon, folks. Good day, everybody.